You've been working on this. Thank you. So I am actually, uh, this is more of interactive. Today, what I'm going to speak is majorly on the, we have many types of leadership. So today it will be more on the transformative leadership because we are all undergoing a transformation. So, and all the curriculum, the pedagogies that I'm talking about has to be updated, revamped with the latest updates on AI, with AI getting integrated. So let's see how it is and how we are going to encounter these situations. Some may be challenges, some may be beautiful situations where we learn, we unlearn, and we relearn. First, unlearn, learn, and then it's like apply the knowledge in our classrooms. And all of us are going to face that situation sooner or later, or already facing it. So let's go ahead. And I think people are still joining in. So by the time I begin, there will be people more joining in. I have, I will have to ask a few questions. Today, again, I'm on Gamma, and I do make my presentations on Gamma.ai to show you that I've started integrating AI in my day-to-day teaching sessions. And this one that I just opened, you saw Gamma, and now this is a Gamma. It's a presentation made on Gamma, so the slides are a bit different, but they seem to capture the entire screen, and it's like the essence or the way it is presented, the way it helps you to create a presentation. That's amazing. So all of you should try. And this is not a very expensive one, but then trying it out, the basic, subscribing it for the basic level, it will be good. Yes, I'm not a part of Gamma, but I'm just saying start using it from wherever you can start. So AI should be a part of our daily lives. That's what I mean to say. So you'll say that I'm not promoting anything. I'm as simple as a faculty member as you are, and a faculty member of a very amazing institution. But globally, you can be anywhere. But starting embracing AI in our day-to-day lives is the most important, and that doesn't sit only um, on ChatGPT. So that's not the only thing. And if you have not subscribed to it, to any of the AI, you will find that it will not give you the results that you're looking for. So you have to be a paid member to get the all the features and look for something that. So you first select what you're teaching. Based on that, select the AI which helps you in that particular uh, you know um, updates. So it will update that particular thing. Okay, you're doing this, let's set this example. So you should do that. And I see that most of my students who are from all over the world are using chat gpt or Claude or Gemini or anything, a copilot, just in a very generic way. So I ask them to go and check what background they have and check what these I should say the LLMs are actually offering. So large language models. So this is the technical term for AI tools. So what are they offering? If they're offering something that syncs with your profile, do better. You should use it. So let's start now because I wanted to give you this a preface to what I'm going to talk today. So transformative leadership in the age of generative AI, ethics, empathy, and emerging pedagogies. Most of you know what is ethics. You know that in the corporate world, ethics or integrity is highly required. Empathy is something that it's not sympathy. It's empathy is when you actually see yourself in the other's shoes and you imagine what they are going through. So that's empathy, and you have to be empathetic. And when people are using or adopting or embracing AI tools, you have to be patient and empathetic with them, and see how you can help others if you know a little bit more, especially our students. And emerging pedagogies, yes, we'll all get involved one day or the other in the near future on how to update. So we need to get updated before either they rope us in or they throw us out. So saying that they do not learn. Okay, so this is thank you for this. AICT ATAL FDP has also put me on a stepping stone of seeing that yes, the world is changing so fast. We need to go on further. Even if I'm doing a little bit, I need to go on adopting more techniques and tools. So here we go. Reimagining business education and industry. That's the theme of this FDP event. And we have the theme actually is in line with human values and sustainability and purpose. When we say that we are not going to be, AI will replace us, will remove us from the jobs that we're doing and will replace us, and we don't know what's going to happen, the fear monger. So we are already getting, those goosebumps that, oh, what are we going to do if our job is taken over? So it's not like that. As I said in my last presentation, in my last session, that human is the one who's made it, and we are going to continue controlling it, and we are going to continue, you know, upgrading AI tools. So they will learn. Generative AI means it will learn and keep growing, but we are always going to add features to it. It doesn't add features to itself on its own. So human values centering compassion and dignity in every economic decision. So the thing is, we are the ones who make the infrastructure for AI tools and keep adding features and making it better and better. But it will get generative means it will get faster, better, more knowledgeable in the future, because the more you use it, the more it becomes better and better. That's the meaning of generative, but it will not add features to itself. We need to add, we need to see what we can. So I have also started making customized generative AI tool for my teaching. I wanted something which is in HR, and I didn't know it was not readily available. Now someone saw it and they said, "Oh, this is something. This is new. This is patentable." So things that come up. So please, you have to go through some AI learning, formal learning, and wherever you get it from, probably from your institutions or from some LinkedIn learning, some other sources, you should try that, because once we learn that, then we can embrace it in a better way. Sustainability, building systems that regenerate. So that's what we are going to build the system, and it will regenerate rather than deplete our world. It will add more value to our world. And purpose is aligning progress with meaning and collective well-being. So all of us will move faster, will be more productive, and AI will be a friend rather than a foe. So let's. So this is the ATAL brochure. I really love these lines. Industry 5 places human values, sustainability, that is continuity, and purpose at the core of economic progress, and it is happening. Next one is session overview and learning. So yes, we will do a little bit of ethical AI frameworks today. Just check on the integrating, how we are responsibility trying to integrate AI, empathy in tech transformation, that is human centered design, that is it really helpful to human, or is going to go against our what we are looking at, what we are our goals are. So based on that, then emerging pedagogical models. Pedagogical models is discovering new approaches to learning in the AI era, not only learning, embracing and adopting. And faculty leadership strategies. So we all are faculty members. Let's understand that we are on the same platform wherever in the world we are. So all of us are going to face the same situation, and driving systematic change in higher education through leadership. Now, leadership, many people, I mean, we have different ideas about leadership. So when I talk about transformative leadership for me just means that when I go and change myself, I should take my team along. Leadership doesn't mean I'll become a leader. You are one of those amongst people, but when you try to transform, you adopt transformation, you are learning, let everybody come along with you, because we can't transform anything alone. So we need to be going with people and collaborating with everyone, doing researches together, learning together, and adopting and embracing together. That's the word leadership means. The word leadership is actually trying to instill that kind of culture in us. We all do that, but somewhere or the other, sometimes we just do it and feel I have done it. But let's see that our students also learn, and our colleagues also learn, and our family members and the society at large is also along with us. And that's why when I come to these AICT or other presentation sessions, I feel I'm learning too, because when you ask questions, I learn amazingly. So let's go ahead. So this is what we will, yes, for me, I don't mind. I have this because this is also a part of some research that I would like to know your feeling as to what you feel about AI. So there's one first question. There are only 5 Mentimeter questions. Mentimeter is another tool which helps me grab your thoughts easily, your I should say your responses absolutely immediately, and I can show you the responses. So that's why I use it. It really helps me. You can use it in your own classrooms also. Your students' thoughts and evaluation is so important. Feedback is so important at the end. So we also keep pace with what they desire, what they want. So we should be just saying that I know everything. We learn from our students as well, because our students are adult students and they know also many more things that we don't know. So, baseline confidence, let's check. How confident are you in integrating AI ethically into your teaching or research? So, if you have scanned the QR code and you are already responding, great. I'll just wait for a minute and we'll go to the results. Yes, sometimes I have to step out. I'll try the results if, I mean, it's an active hyperlink, but then if it doesn't click or it doesn't show me, immediately I'll have to step out of this screen share and get into the Mentimeter screen share. But it's amazing I can get back anytime. By the time you're giving your response, I would say that University of Toronto, the University of, I should say, Stanford, all these universities in the US, and they are all, and even the European Union, they all have adopted the Industry 5.0 framework. So we are not alone. Everybody is in it together. So eastern part of the globe, western part of the globe, north, south, everyone. So we are not talking about Industry 5 alone. Everybody is in it. And we are all together. Nobody is trailing, nobody is ahead. We are all together. So we need to adopt it at the right time. Okay, I guess we had enough time for the response. Let me check if this works fine. Yeah, I think it's giving me the results. I hope this time when I'm in Gamma, it's letting me not step out. So I hope it works like this. So there you go. This is amazing. So can you see this screen, the other screen, or I'll have to change it? You can see it?
Yes, ma'am. It's
The
good to
result.
go.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so great. Yeah, I didn't thank you. I didn't step out, so I'm very much in the screen share, the same screen share. So, how confident are you in integrating AI ethically? So, slightly confident. It's kind of percentage. If you see, very confident as some people are, and that's very true. I also fall into the very confident because I keep showing, demonstrating students about and learning every time. When I have some time, I actually log into LinkedIn Learning. My institution has given me some access free for some time. They actually do that here, and I guess most of the institutions in India too. And then other courses are there which are also basic level. But please, when you learn something, talk about it in the classroom. So this is amazing. Very confident. Okay, so I have. Let's go back, and I'm trying to see if I Gamma lets me do that. Yes, I'm back here. So this is amazing. I think last time I had saved on my Gamma and I showed the PowerPoint because I was not sure if it will work very well. But today I set it up in a different way. And understanding generative AI. So we were talking about generative AI. People talk about just simple AI, but why do we say generative AI? So generative AI means not automation, augmentation. Augmentation is when you are you are making it even bigger and bolder. So generative AI doesn't replace human creativity. When you are augmenting or making an avatar or something, it's the human clone may come in, but it will not replace us completely ever. So it amplifies it. It makes us more productive. It makes us more, things come in, the features added can be really helpful for us, but it will never, never replace us. Human can never be replaced even by a clone. So when it comes to cloned by AI, these tools extend our capacity to imagine, create, and connect with ways previously impossible. So let's take it as a positive thing happening. Next is, what does generative AI do? From text to transformation. So ChatGPT crafts language, and I'm using ChatGPT, intentionally. The reason is ChatGPT is the word that is the buzzword, and most of the people align, their thoughts align with AI means ChatGPT. That's why. So let's, disintegrate that part, that it is not the ChatGPT is AI. There are many more tools and many new ones are coming up, which are actually AI, and they all focused on some areas. Some are good in presentation, like Gamma is making amazing presentations. So you have others. I'll talk about one or two more. So we should always log in and check. Many of you must have heard about the deep seek issue. and it was when it was launched, Nvidia was losing its shares and everything because it was not using DeepSeek was not using the GPU, the platform which ChatGPT uses. So we pay for the platform, right? So when we actually subscribe a paid subscription, we paid, so that it's not the CPU, it's the GPU. So that GPU is not being used by DeepSeek. So there are many types, many versions, and how they are attempting to serve the world. So ChatGPT crafts language, Gamma.ai designs presentations that I'm doing, and DAL-E, so that creates visuals. So visuals are, some of the visuals, like we were just thinking that some of the visuals are picked up. No, it gives us unique visuals. So try and use it. Each tool serves as a collaborative partner in our creative and intellectual endeavors. Imagine yourself as your students, who are entrepreneurial in nature and they wish to set up an entrepreneurship venture. So they will requires to have their flyers to showcase their business, maybe a flyer or a brochure on social media, or share it with their prospective clients. So in that case, they need a lot of visuals, and probably DAL-E will help them in creating them, and they can also do presentations. So this we should tell our students to use multiple ones, not only ChatGPT to get an answer done and assignment done, and then you're posting it. That is something that we have to either discourage or tell them that there are more things to use. So try what is working for you, but do not copy and understand and then write it, paraphrase it, write it in your own words because you're learning. Okay, empathy through technology. Now, as I said, empathy means that you should put yourself in the other's shoes, probably our students' shoes or each other's shoes, and understand what the person is going through. So we should also put ourselves in the model ourselves as a technology in that era when the technology is taking over a lot of the functions that we do. So how do we feel? But we should be ready for it because we are always probably we it will never replace us when welded thoughtfully. AI can help us understand diverse perspectives, many more than 360 degrees, maybe three-dimensional, four-dimensional, and personalized learning give us many pathways to learn and understand experiences, personal learning experiences, and respond more deeply to individual student needs. So I was using one of the micro learning tools, and it said that and that was for Switzerland, Zurich City Business School. If you want to learn something, it's an amazing. I was working on with them in 2016 from Canada, but they approached me because I was looking for instructional designing, and they said we need to start somewhere. We don't have anything. Can you join us? And I said yes. So I learned how to start a company, an online business with them. And actually, what we were doing is Planet was the software from Finland, and it was actually they were trying to do something which AI tools are using, but I'm sure now they are using it in a huge way. So they had the pathway to learn. If you are on a learning path and you probably didn't do a quiz very well, and your other classmates did the quiz very well, and they're self-paced, so you will get another path to do the quiz once again, or the learning that you didn't really show up in the quiz very well, you will learn it again and then go back to where you need to be. And the others who've done well, they will be led into the I think the regular route, and the route will be different for you because you will be getting more inputs to learn better. So that was like transformative learning and customized. When they say deeply to individual student needs, it was happening in micro learning, but not in a global context. It was not there, only few institutions, but now it's going to be a globally accepted way of learning, and the pedagogies will be such that it's not one type of course for a set of students. Every student's needs is different. See, I learn from videos very well. I'm sure many of you would be better at reading. So we know that there are many ways of learning preferences are there. And in a classroom, I'm not sure how many students learn the, actively involving way, or how many of them just read and they can learn. There are different mindsets, there are different learning preferences. But we do not have the time and also probably the privileges to attempt to understand the learning. But there are tools. If you actually generate a questionnaire and give it to your students before you enter the class, say that, hey, when you announce that I'm going to conduct this class, also send the link for the learning preferences. You'll get to know what percentage of students would love to see videos. And you can also create some videos from AI tools and present the learning content through partially through videos so that they also get what they learn from better. So these are the things we can do in our own delivery time because this is in our control. But what is not in our control is the entire course outline. So we're not going to revamp a course outline. That is a university process, but we can actually talk about and make our deliveries much more stronger and customized, and students will feel connected and engaged. I hope I'm clear on this. So we need to spend a little bit more time. You may not be dependent only on PowerPoint or only on presentations. We need to be in the class discussing. We need to be in the class engaging them. So there should be question and answers like Mentimeter. There should be questions where they can just scan from their phones to use technology at its best. So we are trying our best. I'm doing it online. You can do it in the classroom as well. So this is understanding generative AI. Many, many more tools will help us in the delivery of the content and also creating better content. So going ahead, transformative leadership in the AI era. Yes, we have to be visionaries. Ethics is there, empathy is there. Ethics is when you just see, okay, it's ready, I'll use it. But you put your own thoughts in it and request AI to generate something that your students need. Your student may need something different, and another section of another teacher may have a different requirement. So there may be students who would ask more questions. There'll be we have different sets of students. Some are looking at financial independence, so you can give them some. Yesterday I was in my university, and there were two students coming back and said, I'm very much interested. You're talking about entrepreneurship, and you're talking about how we can set up our own businesses in this area, but I need stepwise, one by one step, how to register in Canada a business. And I said, why is it that I'm not getting that? I said, no, I'll give it. I'll give it. I will give it. And in the next class, I have to generate that because student community has to be satisfied. I don't have to only give the relevant stuff that is for me. Add on what they request for. So we cannot dump them. And for that, I have a company, but I had set it up years ago. You know what? I'll have to actually check that it's the same thing, or I have to add features or add more uh, items or elements to the steps and then ask them to, because it's very easy to register a company in any of the countries now because of the internet and all that. You actually don't need a financial expert or a CA to register. At least once you register, after that things will fall through. But yes, you have to also do the interest. If you're selling something, then sorry, I should say the sales tax and stuff has to be added. uh, so all that is like you have to involve many things, so you can reach out to experts there. But at least telling them the steps is also what they've requested I should do, because I've done that for myself. But that's not a part of my course and curriculum. But for the satisfaction and putting them on a level where they realize that they got what they wanted. So that's very important. And I feel here I'm showing my transformative leadership skill. So, transformative leadership in the AI era. So, leadership in Industry 5.0 demands more than technical competence. It requires the courage to center human dignity amid rapid technological change. So, everything is changing technologically. These students can easily access the internet site where they can register, but they want the steps. Why not? And I can also request them to come in a forum where I can sit and show them how to do it. Probably one of them can do it with us, and it will be ready soon. So, example is one of the examples that I could show is Satya Nadella transformed Microsoft. So by leading with empathy, shifting the company culture from know it all to learn it all. So we don't know. We are teachers, but we don't know it all. Never. So we have to learn too. I always go back that one phrase that I like personally, and I often remind my colleagues about it, that if you dare to teach, you should and must dare to learn. If you say, I've learned and I will never learn, I've done my PhDs, this is not. required, because if you don't learn, um, you will not be able to teach. In the future, things will change rapidly. So we are all learn it all now, because in Microsoft they did it. And his approach demonstrates how compassion drives innovation. So when compassion drives innovation is when they are actually compassionate about learning, that no, learning is the need of the hour. If we don't learn, we will not be able to teach. I can't face my students who are well versed, they are master's students. uh, Many of them are even 30, 35-year old, and I know that they are already in those situations in life where they are experienced, and they also have set of education which is well in different fields. Some are engineers, some are medical professionals. Also, they have come here to do a master's and set up their own business. Some are pharmacists. So they are excellently educated, highly educated from different parts of the world. So they are from Europe, they are from Middle East, they are from Asian countries, South Asia. I mean, you talk, and South America, many of them are from Peru. And I mean, I should say, and some of them are even from Caribbean and US. So it's a mix, Mexico. So it's a mix of students, and the learning is, because of their, I should say, the diverse background that we are dealing with. I'm sure you must be thinking about it. That yes, even language may not be a barrier. English is there, but I have to be very clear about what I'm talking. Some may be learning, must have learned English much later in life, but they speak well because they all take IELTS and come. They speak well, they write well, but their pace may be different. So we have to deal with everything. And you all too, because the new students who are coming up, the Gen Z, oh, they want what they want. They are very demanding. So, they are already knowing, they are much ahead in the AI, generative AI, using them, adopting it. So we need to rub shoulders with them for some more time till we retire. So in academic, we don't retire as well. So ethics to navigate complex and moral terrain. So vision is vision, being a visionary, that until when you can continue what you're doing. And are you prepared for it? Are we learning to reach there and live there? Ethics to navigate complex moral terrain. So ethics is important because when we do not follow, our students won't follow. So we need to follow. Say that if you're honestly speaking, if you are writing a research paper, we do write citations, we do write bibliography. What does that mean? That it is actually authentic, and I'm giving due recognition to all those experts in the field who have written research papers before that, which are in line with my research paper. So I'm giving due recognition. So this is what we should teach our students. Let our students adopt it in any academic writing that they submit, any assignment. You should not accept it without any citation, or especially bibliography or references. Anything, even if it's not asked for, it should be added without saying, it goes without saying. Next is, and that's what I tell my students, if your assignment request or instruction does not have that word, you should be writing it in APA format. And APA format means your bibliography should also be there. So this is important. Next one is empathy to keep humanity at the center. Yes, always feel that technology is to learn and adopt and embrace, but technology cannot lead us. We'll lead the technology because we make it. So adopting, learning, and getting better, productive is important. Here we go for the Mentimeter 2. Leadership qualities. Which one word defines leadership in the AI era? So I've given vision, courage, adaptability, and compassion. So please, QR code is there, and you can quickly scan and let us know, what do you feel. Is it vision that guides us, the courage to adopt something, and adaptability? Adaptability is when you are, flexible to embrace or learn and then apply it in the class. And compassion, class and research, whatever. And compassion is, that everybody is a learner, so we don't have the ego saying that I've learned a lot. So it's just that giving back to the community, and being humble in the way that if they have not learned, offer it, let them learn. And being compassionate with people who have difficulties and learning, making it happen, making it easier for our students. So I'll just go back to the, sorry, let me click this one. This has become easier for us. Now, okay, see so many things we learn. I know that if I just throw from gamma, I may not have any difficulties. So here you go. It embeds this Mentimeter so very well, but they are not, by default, they are not friendly. They have not been embedded together. I have embedded. So when I use it, it's generating the results easily. So responses are which one word defines leadership and its adaptability. I think there's a mistake over here. Just ignore this, please. This is by mistake. I was working at night. I had a long day yesterday, but then, yes, this is an amazing answer. I really, really like this adaptability because today's times, they just want us to be, flexible to learn, to unlearn, learn, and even required relearning. So we can do that. So that's adapting to the situation that we are, any situation that we enter or end up with. Thank you so much. This was amazing. Next is, oh, we have the AI gurus on humanity in the AI world. And you must have heard that Hinton has been telling people that AI may take over most of the things, but don't get scared because AI cannot replace human beings. And these people, let's see, these are gurus, are the founders. These are the founders actually of AI. And they were Nobel Prize winners. So if you remember, in physics, there weren't, but they integrated physics with AI, and they are from the universities here. My son is in University of Waterloo, and one of them was a member of university there. So, and Toronto and Waterloo. So, all three of Canada's AI visionaries remind us, and AI started from Canada. If you understand this part, that I take pride in that too, because I'm here and I'm teaching and I'm learning, and it didn't start from anywhere else. The founders were from Canada. So AI three of AI all three of Canada's AI visionaries remind us that even in an algorithmic world, the center must remain human. So you should go on their websites and their page and read about them more. So Yoshua Benguo, he is award laureate, and he said we must develop AI that is not only intelligent but also aligned with human value systems that serve humanity, not the other way around. And why do you say develop? Because you can make your own customized AI tool. We can develop it, but it should actually be more of a help rather than uh, be detrimental to any progress. So next is Geoffrey Hinton. He's very popular. So a Turing Award laureate, University of Toronto, and they have also given their expertise in University of Waterloo. Our goal is to build systems that learn like humans, but we must ensure they think with compassion, not just computation. So you should feel how it's going to help human beings rather than only putting the numbers there saying that did you do this, this is what it can do. And so it has to help others. It should help me in my delivery in my class to let students learn in a better way. So Richard Sutton, so AI research chair, University of Alberta. Alberta is another province where it's one of the most beautiful places called Banff. I call it the heaven on earth because if you go there, probably the water is such that I'd never seen a water like that before. It's an amazing place, very much high. It's called the mountainous area for region for Canada, but one of the most beautiful places in the world. And the real intelligence is not about control; it's about collaboration. How we collaborate. If I learn, let my colleagues learn, let my students learn, and humans and machines learn together. So generative AI means machine is learning. When we use it more, it learns more, and when we are adding features to it and getting it more customized, then we are also learning and getting it, making it better and better. So I hope this gives you a thought process, a thought that yes, we are not in the wrong world. We are not going to get scared. Industry 5.0 is going to be helpful. Let's adopt it. Ethics and empathy in AI. Ethical dilemmas we face. So one is bias. AI systems can perpetuate historical inequities if trained on flawed data. Yeah, if you are pushing in some data or asking questions. Yes, you know what? Recently, ChatGPT was asked certain questions by youngsters, like if I don't want to study, what should I do? If I don't want to do this, yes, it has been reprogrammed by the inventors of ChatGPT, the company that is the OpenAI. They actually were in the news. They said we redid it so that it discourages negativity. So that's an amazing thing. They did it for youngsters who have been taking steps or wrong steps to, maybe destroy certain settings, certain destroy themselves or whatever. So they have again redone. OpenAI has taken that the step to save mankind, and put it put that element in it at the back end, saying that if someone is sounds not happy or sounds this, just encourage them rather than letting them go ahead with whatever they wish to. So that's an amazing element added at the back end. Then transparency, black box algorithms erode trust and accountability. There are some negative things people do, but then we should be aware of it. Data privacy, student information requires secret. Yes, it's very important. Even the grades, we should never talk about grades amongst classes. So when we talk to students about their grade and other things, we call them separately. Of course, we all do that. And academic integrity is balancing AI assistance with authentic learning. Do tell them to also learn and understand rather than getting scared. Jump into it, learn it, and collaborate with AI rather than staying away from it. Empathy as the bridge. So empathy humanizes technology. It transforms AI from cold tool into a responsive partner. Empathy means when you are using it more in different ways. I'm asking it to generate something. I'm asking it to teach me to deliver better to a student who asks very specific questions. I can do that. This is the way I can improve, and builds trust. When we lead with empathy, we ask who might be harmed, who is left out, how can this serve the most vulnerable. So this is what AI can help us lead into. We will have question answer sessions soon, so don't worry. AI ethics and empathy leadership. Well, I'm not, this is again talking about the ethics ecosystem. This is the five E's that it's built around, and this is called the leadership wheel. And these five dimensions work in synergy to create leadership that truly transforms. So none can stand alone, together. We all cannot. They form a complete approach to ethical AI integration. And this is what we should all aim at, ethical AI integration. Do show some of the AI tools in the class as a demonstration, but show what it can help you do rather than only generating quick answers or something. But even if it generates a quick answer for the students, they should read it, understand it, and make a purpose to add some examples to it, and then probably write it in their own words, understand it, and then their thoughts should be on it. So their perspective should be that I've just got this material which is updated, but I need to write it and add more examples and stuff to make it a better submission. So that's where we are struggling now, that they get things and they just, of course they will get the AI integrity flag will be there when they submit in the system. So Mentimeter 3, ethics priority. How many of us are already there? Which ethical value matters most when using AI in academia? A very important question. This, I think, most of us, anyone who's actually all of us are in the academia, I think we are total, and this is a very important question for my research. 124 people, I want maximum results on this, response on this. So I would give you 1 minute. Please make sure that you just scan the QR code and generate give your response. And this will be an eye opener, I guess. Thank you. I'll tell you by the time you're doing this, I'll tell you a short, and just a scenario or episode that happened yesterday or 2 days back. There's a company reached out to me through my LinkedIn and said, we are looking for AI trainers. Look at my mindset. I thought I'm going to train students in AI, live students, right? So I said, oh, AI trainer, okay, I'm interested, but I'm still working, so I can do it only for, as a freelancer. Okay. But I would like to know what you want me to teach. After that, when they came, actually, they sent me more material and they came online to discuss. They said AI trainer doesn't mean training the AI students who are learning. It's the AI trainer. The AI tool will be trained. You will do a lot of prompt engineering, make those query commands and put it in. Prompt engineering is learning how to write prompts, the right prompts and what answers. And that's how we will train. And it was for one of the, I can name it, it's confidentiality, but it was for one of the AI tools in the world. So this is happening. Look, the perspective that we have, we look at students first, the human students, but you're talking about the AI tool as a student as well. So when I can train AI tool, then I'm better. All of us can do that. Once we jump into AI and learn a bit more, you can also train AI as AI is a baby. It's learning. Yeah, and we are learning along with it how to train, because a mother always learns two children are born and they're two different behaviors, so she learns how to adapt to that child. Same way we learn how to train one AI tool and then another AI tool. That's what AI experts are doing, and they want help. And my help would be, if at all I join, I've just not decided, but depends on the time. It's subject matter expert. They want subject matter. All of us can be subject matter experts in your area for training an AI. So you are not, it's not eating up our world, it's actually giving an opportunity to us to earn more and earn on a remote basis or globally get involved in AI training. So when I say AI training, it's teaching the tools which are being developed by programmers and companies like OpenAI and other companies, and they will involve us as subject matter experts. So it's a huge, huge opportunity available. Let's all learn about AI formally, enroll in courses, even if you have to pay, please pay. This is the time. Otherwise, your many more jobs will come up and it'll be taken over by others who have learned already, who've jumped into it. So let's go back. Thank you for this much. I wanted to share this scenario, and it was like, for me, I was looking here and there thinking what was I thinking and what were they offering. And they are actually, they want to learn from us. We are subject matter experts. AI is not a subject matter expert, not at all. So I'm so glad that we don't have to actually get scared. So here you go. Oh, this is amazing. Many people have given us lots of, this is the percentage. So you can say more than 50% have given us, or I think it should be, no, it kind of looks like 50-40 is here. So it's 50% is integrity. So which ethical value matters most when using AI in academia? Yes, integrity. I also, align with these thoughts. Empathy is about, I should say, 25 or 25%. And fairness, yes, it's not there, but accountability, yeah, we are all accountable, responsible citizens and AI learners. So our AI, users. So it's like 25, less than 30, of course. So this is a good, thank you so much. This is amazing. This is talking about what we know, what we learn, so putting these together has made it interactive. And if you're not talking, because we are so many now, that we are still learning on how to engage a bigger audience even without talking. So this was a good way. We will be talking soon. So emerging pedagogies in AI education. Now this is where we are looking for the exactly where we need to understand where we come in. So flipped classrooms, and my university is already doing the flipped classroom. So when I go to the university in my classes, I don't run PowerPoint slides any longer. And I don't really open the book. What I do is they have studied and come. Flip technique means they learned, and and I post announcements telling them, please do this, please learn this, please do this activity, prepare your activity and come back. I give them a set of, you know, business lines that they can adopt and an Excel sheet, and they had to actually, it was a shared link. They kept their they actually put their names there, that I would like to do the retail service, I would do some other service, and they were very novel ones, innovative ones. And they came up and said, we want to do this. And then they were talking in the class. They were not presenting, but we were discussing what all would be your challenges, what how AI can help you. And because I'm teaching emerging cases, transformative technologies, emerging technologies, and now most of them are asking me the steps of how to set up their company in that innovative field that they have tried to think about. So that's a flipped classroom, and they've already studied. And I connect the theory and the application, real-time application in the class. So it's one step ahead of what we used to do. So that's, I think it's coming in very strongly. My university adopted it, they are ahead of time probably, but many of them are following suit. So then apply knowledge through collaborative problem solving in class. We did that. So one problem, one student's issue will take and discuss with others. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? So the discussions are so amazing. They get so much of input, so much of information that they actually can set up the company with the thought that yes, I can now. They get the confidence. So this inverts traditional models and deepens active learning. And this is active learning rather than passive, that we used to just go and do the same thing which is there in the book. So books don't teach real time because they are not real time at all. They've been published at least 6 months back or 1 year back, the latest ones. You can never have a latest publication, but times change every week. So, especially nowadays, AI integrated feedback, real time, personalized feedback loops help students understand their progress instantly while freeing faculties to focus on higher order mentorship and guidance. So, we can give them a high, above the level. If I do the same thing which books can, then why am I required? So, we need to know more. So, learning is the only answer for us. If we don't learn, we don't end up where they expect us, what they expect from us. So, micro learning models are there. So, reach out to all the micro learning things that we have. So, bite-sized AI adaptive learning modules meet students. So we can also offer them when we learn, tell them, I do that. When I learn something and I know that it's free or it's available and they can, I'll tell them, I just went through this from the PMI website. This is available. Kindly go through it in your free time. So, and I ask questions in the next class. So that is beyond what is given in the book. So that is active learning and real-time learning, and students where they are allowing flexible pacing and personalized pathways that respect diverse learning styles. So this is what I'm always mindful of. This diverse learning styles is like every student learns in a different way, and if you have 35, we don't have more than 35, 37, or 30 students in a class, but if you have more than that, believe me, each student learns in a different way, so we have to make it happen, and it's a daunting task. So life circumstances. Next is for faculty transformation matrix, before AI and after AI. This is the way we used to talk. So I said we do discussions. Yes, uh, it jumped up. Okay, I'm just going back. I think 1 minute. Let me. Something went wrong. So give me a moment. I'll get back to my refresh the page. Okay. So I clicked on the picture and the picture showed up as a, you know, what do you call it, as a full size picture. So let me just go back and present it. I'll go back to that. So you are thinking about what this can help us, especially when it comes to 1 minute. So the clicking on a picture is not advisable, right? So quickly, I'm just going back. Give me a minute and just a second. Oh, there we are. That's almost towards the end. So we have a Q&A session coming up, and this is a mindful. Yeah, here it is. So we are. So I'm not touching the picture again. It's very, active over there. So one-way knowledge transfer, standardized curriculum delivery. This is all we have been doing. This is our regular teaching model, and we always have been delivering in the class, and that was amazing. We've done that for years, but now the transformation has come in. This is the most important slide of my day. This is what we are transforming into. We are no longer going to stand at the podium and on the dais to talk. Probably this is the next way that we will be talking about. Probably we will be addressing the students, but this is the mindset that they'll have: collaborative learning. So co-creation of knowledge with students, dynamic adaptive learning. That's what we say. When robots can teach, sometimes what are we going to teach? But robots cannot collaborate and think further than what they know. So what they know, they can give it back. Memory is amazing. We don't have that great memory. Utilize it. So, but what we can thoughtfully do, create, it can never create on its own, because creativity is only uh, sitting with us. So, co creation of knowledge with students, dynamic adaptive learning experiences, deep personalization. understanding it. That's what I was saying. My students said, we want this. This is what I've done. This is what. So there was so much of happening in the classroom. It was a dynamic classroom yesterday. So assessment centered on application and synthesis, faculty as a guide, mentor, and ethical compass. So we are no longer teachers because we are learning too. We learn from them. They are our teachers too. We are facilitators. We are collaborative, you know, tools they can utilize us as a guide. So this is the most important, and this is where we should see ourselves in the future. And next is Mentimeter for AI tool interest. So there are a few AIs, and please read it carefully before you scan the code. Let me read it for you. ChatGPT and language models for writing support, brainstorming, and feedback. We've been using it, but ChatGPT and other language models could be, you have named so many, Copilot, Claude, Gemini, Julius, and they are all aiming at different things. So you can use any of these. They are LLMs, and I was being asked to be an AI trainer for one of these only. So and that too, I would only go for freelancing because I'm working. I'm learning there. So next is Gamma, which I'm using now, is one of the leading presentation AI tools for creating engaging visual content quickly, and Delhi and image generators. So for visual storytelling and creative expression, this is highly required in our classrooms now. And next is adaptive learning platforms for personalized student pathways. So personalized student pathways. Hey, you think you need the steps to set up an entrepreneurship? Well, I'm giving you this link. Create your company, and if you need help, I'm there. So that kind of thing is what we are looking at. So now you can please scan the QR code. Yes, Mayank, we are heading for the Q&A session. If there's anything which is pressing, please speak. Thank you.
Uh, Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Just uh, want to ask, in India, we have a classroom size of 80 students. So do we also
Mhm.
need to transform to small classroom sizes for that?
The groups can be formed. That's a very good question. Thank you. So I do that too. Amongst the 35, 40 students, I group them up in the class. Okay, this is one set of group who want to do a business in retail. This is a set of group who wants to do. We ourselves, the delivery time, we can do this. And they will set up the round classroom can be made, they can sit together. I just ask sometimes them to turn around, come and sit in a place because you have the you can collaborate well because your thought and your idea is similar. So they put together, and then you give them the topics that they are. That's why I asked them to generate. So I hope I've answered your question, Mayank. So we can do it ourselves. And I in Malaysia had 120 students in my class, and they used to give us a mic, and I used to uh, take the main class in with 120 students and very interactive. But of course, AI wasn't there that much. But then we did X Culture projects where I got the award. But then they had tutorial sessions. So out of those 120, 30, we had multiple tutorial sessions. So we can also ask them students to come in as a group to meet us because we have our it's not just the teaching that we do. We have our student session timings, and that's not from the university. That's the onus or the responsibility of a trainer. You should be available at the university or on any Zoom or Teams to put them together. If you need help, today we have talked about one discussion, but since we'd have less time, we'll be on the next module tomorrow. Next time that we meet, kindly set up some meeting time on a Friday afternoon or something when we don't have meetings. I do that too. But if we are trainers, this is how it will be a step ahead of others, and document it and let your university know that you're doing this. I hope I've given this idea because this is where student will give the evaluation one of the best that you can get. And
Perfect.
we need to connect. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Okay. I hope I've answered your question. So it doesn't take time, but we have the knowledge. We are learners also, so we can do that. And I'm doing it because it's in flip technique. Yes, it's highly required too. But now I think everyone should adopt it. Getting back to the answers, responses. Thank you for your responses. Let's see what we are generating today. Oh, so it's almost an hour when we started. I'm about to finish, and I was told 1 hour of my session, and then 15 minutes of Q&A. I'm very much on time. It's just one or two more slides, more than one. So this is it. The ChatGPT, which you have seen, large language models, you are highly interested in using it because probably it is the best and it is the one which is learned more. So it's like a older baby and the others are younger babies, but probably in their focused areas, they are no longer babies. Like I would say, Gamma is not a baby. It's really done well and it's learned a lot and it can give the type of pictures that you need. So this one and adaptive learning platforms, great. So this is about 80%. ChatGPT and LLMs and adaptive learning platform that you can use is about 20%. But we are learning too, so this will change over time. Another thing over here, this picture that you think I generated, I had that in mind. I told the AI element in Gamma saying that I want a before and after picture, which talks about the transformative trainer teaching style or learning style, and it gave me this. I didn't have to generate it. So I'm telling you the core things that I've done to get this where I am today, and talking to you. This is what I did, and this helped me. And my thoughts are there. See, the creativity is in my mind, but Gamma is not thinking like me. That's the only thing it doesn't do. It has the memory, it can create, but it doesn't have the uh, from innovative thinking. Innovative thinking is in the human mind. That's it. So the future of transformative leadership, AI governance, very important, administration and compliance with the protocols, regulations in the country, wherever you are from. Every country has come up. Please go to the ministries, the AI, the tech, IT ministry or technology ministry. They may have a page on AI. See it and then just keep that in mind and let the students also see it and learn it. So what we can do is that then we can go the right way. We may not break any rules. Establishing institutional frameworks. All institutions are in compliance with it. So far, they are doing it. Policies and oversight, structures that ensure responsible AI use while promoting innovation. When you're promoting anything, you should know what are the do's and don'ts. Digital trust, building confidence through transparency. Yes, reliability. Many AI tools are reliable, but if you are signed up, if you upload your personal, probably a resume on AI, tool to understand if you can improve it, it should be a paid one, encrypted one, your own personalized one. Please don't do it on the generic one which is not paid. That's an advice. Then you will be safe. So you need to be safe. You have to be subscribed, otherwise don't do it. Then interdisciplinary, even your university stuff, which is like a curriculum to understand a part of a curriculum or a book, everything is copyrighted, should not be uploaded in the general way. It can be in your own. Encrypted means it, then OpenAI says that we do not share if it's encrypted and your own. That's it. Interdisciplinary collaboration again, breaking down silos. Silos is when you are, the time that you are the non-productive time. Silos to unite technologists. When you're not actually working, then you should do this. Ethicists, educators, and social scientists in solving complex challenges. This is what we are supposed to do when I meet my students on different times. That's my silos where I offer my help to them to generate something besides the classroom. This is the last one. Takeaway reflection. I would like to know in one word. Now, this is a cloud. You will have to just write one word and probably it will cite a word or not. I'm not sure, but it will ask you for a word. Type anything that you learned from my class, from my session today. And as we close, take a moment to distill this experience into a single word that captures what resonates most deeply with you. This word becomes your anchor and the insight you carry forward into your practice. So, how will you use AI henceforth? That could be, and plus this session, if you learned something specific. So, together, our collective wisdom creates a tapestry of meaning far richer than any individual insight. So, I would like to do this in a second or two. So, most of you will be required. This is not just clicking, this is probably entering your word. I can give suggestions for your word. That one takeaway reflection could be that there was learning, there was understanding. The fear was replaced with adapting. So you learn how to adapt. We all are sometimes fearing AI, but I do not fear AI now because I've jumped into it. So please get your feet wet. Please jump into it. Start learning. Nobody will feel scared or have a fear, engulfed based on AI. Okay, let's go for the results because we are running out of time and we need to be time management is very important. That's amazing. Adaptability, AI fluency, very good. AI integrity, empathetic, literacy, digital fitness, futuristic, innovation, inspiring. So I learned creative. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. This is amazing. And this will live with me. I mean, these are not, the answers are there and I can go back to it anytime. And this is amazing. Thank you so much. So we are now towards the end of the session and here's your Q&A. Let's begin the conversation, your questions. And of course, I always love this Alvin Toffler. Last time also I said the future belongs to those who learn, unlearn, and relearn. So when I joined my doctoral studies again, the next one, the second one, DBA, I was asked multiple times by people, what's wrong with you? And I didn't know what's wrong. I still don't know what was wrong with me. You would say better. So when you jump into it, when people ask you questions, what's wrong? You're already educated. I said, no, I have to learn because I may have to unlearn what I learned because there's a big transformation coming. Earlier, the better. Thank you. Please go ahead with Dr. Sapna and Dr. Shivangi. Encourage questions, please.
Okay, so participants, thank you so much, ma'am. It was really amazing and a very enriching session. And do we have any questions, participants? Let me check the chat box. Lifelong learning. So we have few feedbacks, but do we have any questions here? Anyone?
Yeah, lifelong.
May I, ma'am?
Anyone?
Absolutely, ma'am. Over to Naila, ma'am. Yes, please. Kanchan, ma'am, I believe. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Good evening,
Yeah.
ma'am. This is Kanchan
Yeah.
from
Mm.
IP University, Delhi NCR. Ma'am,
Okay.
as you said that we can use Gamma presentation and keep on editing, and we can present this as it is to our students also because we get most of the materials from there also. So
Yeah.
it doesn't do sometime I feel like does it will look in front of presenting making presentation through Gamma and presenting to the students what they will feel what sometimes student react like teachers are presenting like this ppts from
Okay.
AI. So is it okay to do so?
Yeah, thank you for your question, Dr. Kanchan. There is the catch. I did not ask Gamma to make the presentation. I
Okay.
made it, I wrote a write up of what I wish to say. And
Mhm.
after that, because the topic was there, the ATAL information of the theme was there. And I used the theme. I wrote the theme on a Word document and I added, and you can upload what you want. Otherwise, it will not
Mhm.
give you anything, but it does not generate the slides on its own. I did not use the Mentimeter. It does not give me Mentimeter on its own, what the question should be, why should I add. It does not do anything on its own until unless it's told to do. So if you have used it, you will realize this is important to know. I did not, we cannot do this. I'll just say, okay, make one. It will make a very generic one. I wanted those three names there for the AI founders. It will not decide to give it to me. No way. This is completely my onus, my way of. I never use it. Okay, make this and I'll show it to students. It will only make a very generic way. If I want my students to set up a company in the retail industry, e-commerce, I have to tell that please give steps and then go and check my Canadian steps with it in line because it will give me something which it knows. It can make mistakes, it will make mistakes, it will always have to be rechecked. And just the flow can come in, but I realize that it will not give you even 10 slides correctly if you ask a generic question, just one line, just give me an AI tool and I'm going to do a session. I will never do that because I spent hours to work on this. And Dr. Sapna knows I kept asking one time, how many slides can I show? What is the timeline? And this is the way I manage it. If anyone does it in a generic way, saying that give me this and it's your easy way, no. First, write about what you want. What are the detailed topics? What kind of examples do I want? Canadian examples, I want North American or global examples. And then from the examples, figure out if it is giving me some examples which I do not want, then also. So it's quite a little of like, my perspective is that it just generates a random basic thing. And if you are showing that, then anyone can generate
But
it.
we can,
That's me. If you'll never get this, if you ask Gamma to do for you, give
yeah.
the topic, you'll never get it. Never, you'll
Okay.
never get it. I bet you.
Okay.
So I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, yes,
Never.
ma'am. I believe that we can take few materials if we find that
Yes.
those materials are good for us, and we'll make our own presentations
Yes. Yes.
by considering every aspects of that topic.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
And
ma'am. Thank you so much,
it's
ma'am.
it's helping me. Yes, I can say that it saved time in the visual effect. I didn't want
Mm,
to pick up any copyrighted photographs or go to Shutterstock and get, because generally I do not use any pictures. We are not supposed to use any pictures lying on the internet. They may have a copyright. So the Gamma produced pictures are specific to my work, and it will be a copyrighted for me now. So if they are giving it to me, they may not give the same thing to anyone else. That much you can be assured of. If it is and I'm a paid member, I have signed up. So I am a paid member. I'm a paid member of a couple of more AI tools, which I specifically use in creating my own deliveries. But I cannot copy. It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't
okay.
give you anything except a generic stuff, which you will have nothing to teach. It's not even the aligning with the book. You may have to give topics, things, and then then what I do is download it and put in my own stuff in it, saying that I want a picture before and after. I want this. I want to talk about this. I want all the founders' names. I want this, and each and every slide I can insert a slide, and I can go and write over there. I don't want this. I want this. It will revise for you. It just
Mm,
saves your time, but you have to keep giving it one. Each slide I spend at least more than 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Is this right? Is this not? So it will not give me Alvin Toffler on its own. Why should it? It can give me something from anywhere in the world. Why Alvin? So I have to give that what I want. I hope I've made you understand. So
yeah,
never take
yeah.
AI tool as your support system. It's
Mm,
not supporting you in the content. It is supporting you only in the time and creating
mm,
some allied things like visual effects and other things. It will give you the conversational style, but still please check each slide what it is giving and ask it to add value to it. Gi- can you give me an example here? Can you add here? All that. So
okay.
it's a lot of exercise, but it's beautiful in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
I save my time on graphic designing. I save my time on font creating, that this is the size of the bigger font, the smaller font.
Mm,
That it generates, but I can still do it. The background colors I gave, because I liked it, it gave me a very dull green and I didn't like it.
mm.
So all that effect is done. So nothing is generated for a specific ATAL presentation. No, not at all. No,
Okay.
nothing is
Okay.
really anywhere. So never
Okay.
depend on it. You have to be,
Okay.
as subject matter experts, Dr. Kanchan, you're from Delhi. I'm sure your subject matter expertise is much, much higher than an AI tool, right?
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
trust
Okay.
yourself and go
Sure.
ahead. Use it,
Sure.
please.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll definitely implement these things in my
Yeah,
teaching. Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Do we have anyone else for the question? With your permission, ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, I was really wondering that you emphasized more on empathy part, which is being the cornerstone of the transformative leadership, which we just discussed in the PPTs and the slides. But then how can a technology driven leader possibly can cultivate a genuine empathy in virtual environment? Because this is going to be a little difficult and challenging for them. So how can we do that? Because when we talk about 5.0, we talk about empathy, we talk about human centric things. So the people with AI thing, how he can generate or cultivate genuine empathy.
Okay. So that's an interesting question. Genuine empathy is when you are actually looking at people trying to put themselves in your shoes, or you putting yourself in their shoes and trying to understand their situation. So I have done that now. If I am talking about empathy here, most of you would be thinking that if she can do it, I can do it too, and I can learn. So they will put themselves. I would ask them to replicate a role model, either me or I have shown the founders of AI how they have actually started when nothing was there. I gave my example of working for a company which was into creating pathways for learning, and like these Zurich City Business School and Switzerland, they started years ago, much before AI was even available to us. So that is the kind of thing that my examples, my being a role model, my being trying to being a role model, I'm still not there. Nobody is going to be there. It's always going to be learning, continuous learning, as someone said. So we are all either here or here or here. And in that way, the empathy is that when you creating the likable environment, the feel good environment, that's when you try to connect, and that's what people like. So we cannot be egoistic. We cannot be, that is producing negativity when people say, I did this, I did. But I say, I didn't do it yet. I'm doing it. I'm there. I'm trying to reach. I'm working hard. I'm learning. So come along with me. That's how I create empathy. And probably this is what it is trying to say, when you know about AI, pull people together. Come in. Let's do it together. Collaborate. Let's sit down and create a company, create an app which will be helpful for students. So that's how I think generating the interest, a safe environment, a place where people feel connected and they do not get any negative emotions avoided, and we learn in a positive learning, uh, not passive, active learning is environment is built. I hope I've answered your question.
Absolutely, man. Sure. Thank you.
Ma'am, actually, I wanted to ask a question. Ma'am, in the AI era, where technology evolves faster than policies or ethics, so how can leaders stay adaptive and ensure that their decision making remains both innovative and value driven?
So thank you, Dr. Shivangi. Shivangi, yeah. This question is very much related to how things are changing. It's evanescent. It's short-lived. Today it is this. Tomorrow something else comes in. Then day after something else comes in. So you say that how we remain effective learners, or continuous learners, and we try to change with time. Yeah, this is something not very easy, because all of us have a preoccupied mind with our family members dealing with something, with our society dealing with something. We have so many festivals, we have so many interactions with people, and that is not a part of what we are doing in our career. So many areas we are active members. So in the society at large, I feel that everywhere something or the other has to be done by us. So AI tools is not going to sit in our career only. If we have that mindset, probably no. Whatever we are doing, I'll tell you a small little example that I was initial years, I'm talking of 2022, which was very early for AI users. And I was traveling to New York. Sometime someone invited and we were just traveling, and I didn't know how to exactly on 25th 24th December there's a particular event there, Christmas Eve at the Times Square, which is the best, and Manhattan area, and you have to see that Rockefeller's Christmas tree. And I said, in my entire program, we will see, we'll go, we'll see. Everybody said that the itinerary, which is so. I was very much new to AI, but I thought, let me ask about the itinerary if it can create an itinerary for me. And the amazing itinerary that I got, and I told that I want to go here, but on this day I'm not free. This one is invited. He or she lives here. This, just the area and everything. It mapped everything and gave me a roadmap of how I start, where I book my hotel, how do I go from there next and next. And just now, someone is coming from Sweden to Toronto, and they asked me the same thing. And I told them, please go there, make your itinerary. So, even our social life, even our non-career life, like we are actually going to be AI driven. So it's a part of our daily lives. How you've adopted technology and mobile as your daily life. Everyone has a mobile, even if your domestic help comes in with a mobile. Your even if they don't know AI world, but they know about how to use social media. That is going to happen. They will also be using AI tools very soon in their own way, how to clean something better or how to help a child wear clothes who's resistant or whatever. So how to help an older person, elderly person, who is not cooperative, they are not ready to eat well or whatever. So these AI tool is going to get into every field. I was working on a project called Mind Need AI, and that's the a very new novel project in my program that I'm doing in a doctorate. My group was working. My Need AI is kind of a tool, AI tool, which will see the facial expressions of a elderly citizen whom a nurse is required to look after them, but maybe sometimes nurse is not there present. The AI tool will be watching them for probably the time when the nurse is not there to see if there's any mood change, anything. And the moment it sees some aggression, some kind of deep issues with their facial expressions or their gestures, it will communicate to the people who are known to them, or those 4 to 5 people, including a doctor, that this is happening here. So before they step out of the bed and they fall down, if they show some behavior which probably doctors can understand better. So My Need AI is an app, and we are not doctors, we are PhD doctors, but we are not medical doctors, but not medical researchers. But this tool we can create and give it over, but we need subject matter experts, medical experts to do this. And this is where we are sitting now. So I can say that every walk of life, AI is going to be used. So we cannot say that we are using it and then, what you said that how do we empathy? This is empathy. It is going to be used to benefit not only learning, it's for day-to-day use. How we have elderly people in our houses. My mom is now wheelchair ridden, and I know that if she gets up, she may fall, but she tries to get up, and we are scared. So an AI tool will immediately inform my brother that she's trying to get up from her chair, so or from the bed. So please, or probably someone who's taking care. So sometimes they have to step away for some time. They can get that ready. Of course, it can be switched off and not required, but it will monitor the person continuously. So see, it's so advantageous. So I hope I've answered your question. That everywhere it's going to, you'll see it everywhere, right from going on a tour, going on a recreational tour, or going on a business tour, everything. And taking care of elderly people, taking care of a child, taking care of a pet, everything. Driving a car, everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the lovely explanation. And we are also having another question in the chat box that being educator, how can we make student to understand that AI is not a replacement of traditional learning, but it is an integration to knowledge enhancement and capacity building?
Yeah, it aligns with what I said just now, that yes, it's capacity building and aligns with knowledge. And it is just not sitting there to just give you answers and whatever. It can create things which is from its own learning, because it's a generative AI. It is going to generate, it's going to learn more and be better and better in the future. So it's what we have discussed throughout that in the last 2 days, today and the previous day, that generative AI is just going to keep learning and get into every aspect of our lives. and right from doing something for your own, like your hairstyling, to your own cosmetics, to your own. Companies are using it in such a way that you AI to AI app is there where you wear the dress which you're going to buy, and you can feel how you look, and then you go and buy it instead of going to the changing room address. So you can do it right online with your own picture and see how you look in it, and you can buy it. And all the retail outlets who are in e-commerce, like retail outlets online, are doing it so that people can understand what they're buying. And of course the texture you cannot, but can detailed answer on the texture will be known. And they don't want to lose customers, so they'll never give you the wrong thing. So that's one thing. So every aspect of life it is going to creep in anyhow. um, I think I have another meeting at 10, which is 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm still with the morning tea. I'm good, but I have exceeded your time. If I have, I'm sorry. And any more questions, you have my LinkedIn here, the QR code. Please, you can scan and reach out. That's the best way to reach out. Even if you email, probably you'll know whether I'll be replying in a 24 hours time, because there are many things going on in October at least. But LinkedIn, yes, I always view it, and if you message me, I'll be in touch. So, and I have a few people who have asked me to talk and discuss about their research, possibility of doing something together. And I'm a positive, collaborator. So hopefully we can. So thank you so much, and please, your I think you'll have to wind up soon. So since I have to go also, it's 5 minutes that I can still be around, but I have to hop into another meeting, work meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Will not make you wait so longer. And now I would request Shivangi ma'am to please propose vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Naila Ajaz ma'am, for conducting yet another enlightening and highly interactive session on the
Yeah.
transformative theme of generative AI. Ma'am, your insights beautifully highlighted how generative AI is not about automation but augmentation, amplifying human creativity and imagination. Your reflection on tools like ChatGPT, Gamma AI, and DAL-E showed how AI act as true partner in innovation and learning. Your focus on leadership qualities and transformative leadership skills in the AI era truly inspired us, reminded us that effective leaders must blend integrity, empathy, fairness, and accountability while navigating technological changes. We were also fascinated by your thoughts on emerging AI driven pedagogies, flipped classrooms, AI integrated feedbacks, and micro learning models that has reshaped the future of education. Thank you so much, ma'am, for an insightful, thought provoking session that has once again motivated us to embrace AI as a collaborator in building a more intelligent, ethical, and empathetical world. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that we finally completed it on time. And thank you for amazing questions. The entire faculty team sitting here, I'm so happy. I mean, it's like I don't know my happiness that I'm connected with such a big lot of knowledgeable people, and I really feel blessed today. Thank you so much. And I'll be in Indore in May, from where you are conducting it. Hopefully next year, planning my best to come there because of some requirements. I may be attending some conferences, in that area. Let's see. And all of you who have been here can connect with me, and I'm always collaborative. So take help, and I can take help from you too. Thank you so much once again, and we'll catch up soon on any other platform. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sapna and Dr.
Thank you so much, Naila
Shivangi.
ma'am.
And thank you
It
for
was
the
indeed a
IPS
pleasure.
Academy's management. Yeah, IPS Academy and Dr. Vivek Singh Kushwaha, who was the lead in creating this and involving all of us. I'm thankful to everyone. IPS is my, alma mater kind of thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Okay.
such kind
Thank
words.
Thank
It
you
was
so much,
pleasure
ma'am.
having you. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. Bye. Bye.